Welcome to Designing Spaces Think Green, a special edition of the show designed for you, your space, your home, and your environment. A healthier environment means healthier lives. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and respect. We here at Designing Spaces think it's time right now to take care of our ultimate space, our home, planet Earth.
Welcome to a very special edition of Designing Spaces. I'm Debbie Marie.
And I'm David Jones. We hope Think Green will open homeowners' minds to what you can do to live an eco-friendly lifestyle.
There is so much to see on today's show, so let's get started.
All right.
Think Green.
Electricity. It powers our homes and everything in them. It runs our businesses, schools. In fact, electricity is integral to just about everything we do every day. But with rising fuel costs, saving energy has become a priority. Think Green came here to Groveport, Ohio at American Electric Power's Dolan Technology Center to meet up with Michael Morris, the company's chief executive, to talk about how we can do just that. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mike.
Nice to meet you, John.
Thanks, and welcome to Think Green. Well, you know, Mike, a lot of us are getting higher electric bills lately. What's driving that?
Well, you know, the simplest piece of it is that the fuel we burn. Coal today is $120 a ton. A year ago it was $30 a ton. So no different from the way you and I see gasoline at the gasoline pump. So the biggest driver is the cost of the fuel that we use. And whether any of us recognize or not, most of us don't think that we're using a lot more electricity, but we really are. Every appliance we buy, every change in our home adds a different electric load on the system. And realizing that your technology, the technology in your house constantly uses energy, even when you have it turned off, we call it phantom load. So your TV on the wall or your cell phone plugged in recharging or your laptop plugged in recharging, obviously using electricity all the while. There's a big difference between energy at night when there's not great demand on the system versus energy during the day when we call it the on-peak area. It's a high demand. Offices are open, malls are open, businesses running. If you do high energy using things in your home at that time, you're paying the peak price for that energy.
So what are some things that utility companies like American Electric Power can do to help consumers keep those bills down?
We're working on what we call smart meters, and in our company's sense, something called Grid Smart, which is a very different approach to the way that we do things. As you know, we've got some of those examples here. A smart meter, this is important to me because this is how I read the electrical information to bill you monthly. And I do that now by riding by your meter in the street. Years ago, we had meter readers that walked door to door and got bit by everybody's dog and slipped and fell every winter. But now we go by in a vehicle that reads that. Eventually, we can read it even in a remote sense. All of those kinds of things are what Grid Smart's all about. But to you, the more important piece of equipment is what will be in your house, and it will tell you how much energy you're using, how much it costs. And ultimately, what we think Grid Smart will allow us to do is to let you pre-program appliances inside your house. So you can say to your air conditioner, if energy goes to 10 cents a kilowatt hour, I don't want it to run. If energy goes to 7 cents a kilowatt hour, do the dishes. 6 cents a kilowatt hour, wash the clothes. And your appliances will react to that technology. I think the important point here is that there is near at hand technology that's going to allow every one of us to be better consumers, to be more respectful of the environment, to reduce our own carbon footprint, those kinds of issues. Make sure you use all the energy that you can, that you want to. Do it wisely, do it cost effectively, and you'll be a better eco-citizen, and we'll all be better off for it.
Well, Mike, thanks for talking to us about how we can conserve energy and how forward-thinking companies like yours are helping us do just that.
Well, thanks, John. I appreciate that very much.
You bet. For Designing Spaces, I'm John Osbeck. Think Green.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, and respect.
I like that.
This is Designing Spaces Think Green.
You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.